Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. It is class 11th, subject economics. Dear students, today we will start the third unit of your syllabus, and the topic which we are going to discuss today is what is the meaning of measures of central tendency and its importance. Dear students, measures of central tendency are one of the most important and useful techniques for making analysis of statistical data. The basic objective of statistics is to make wise decisions on the basis of available numerical data. Dear students, this data is first collected, then classified and presented in the form of tables, diagrams and graphs, as I have already shown and explained you in the previous lectures. After this comes the stage of analyzing the data. Dear students, the measures of central tendency tells us about the central theme or the essence of the data. It is these measures of central tendency that indicate the most representative figure in the data. Dear students, as I have already taught you in the previous lectures, that it is difficult for anyone to remember the huge mass of complex data. Measures of central tendency or averages are very helpful for analyzing and making comparisons. Therefore, dear students, these averages, or we can say the central tendencies, are very common and are very useful in our day-to-day life. Everybody uses them everywhere. We generally talk about average scores, average weight, average height, average income, average cost, average size of any piece of cloth, average rate of growth, and average speed of any vehicle, and so on. Dear students, all these averages are nothing but different forms of the measurement of central tendency. The purpose of these averages is to give a single representative value of the data. It can be used to compare the corresponding values and hence the nature of data. For example, with the help of averages, we can compare marks of students in different colleges. Similarly, we can compare the marks in any college in any year with the marks in the previous years. Dear students, the concept of averages is the foundation on which the entire structure of this static analysis lies. All other tools of statistical analysis like dispersion, skewness, correlation, regression, index numbers are based on averages. So, dear students, measures of central tendency by condensing the mass of data in one single value enables us to get a bird's eye of the entire data. Thus, average can represent thousands, lakhs or crores of items and describe their characteristics. Their knowledge helps us in making useful decisions. Dear students, however, statics, that is these averages, requires some basic principles. That is, it should be easy to understand and simple to compute. For an ideal average, it is essential that its calculation is very simple. In other words, we can say that the calculation work should not involve lengthy calculation and advanced mathematical techniques. It should be rigidly defined. That is, for any ideal average, it is necessary that it has only one interpretation. Its value should be unique and definite. In other words, we can say that the definition of average should not leave anything to the discretion of the investigator or the observer. Dear students, another characteristic of this average is that it should be based on all the items. An average should be based on all the observations in the data. If some items of the data are not considered while calculating an average, then it will not be true representative of the data. This is one of the important characteristic of this central tendency. That is that while collecting the data, it should be considered that all the items of the data are considered and examined very well. If, however, these averages are calculated on very few items in the data, then it will be serious for the statistical observations and the policy decisions. So, dear students, there are various methods to measure the central tendency. The basic and most important methods among them are arithmetic mean, mode, and median. So, dear students, in the next lecture, I will explain you these methods one by one. So, hope that you would have got that why arithmetic mean, why median, why mode. Because they give the central theme about the data. So that is why their importance is very considerable in statistics and other subjects. So dear students, with this we have completed the meaning and importance of measures of central tendency. Hope that you would have got me, and in the next lecture I will explain you one by one the methods of central tendency. तब तक के लिए शुक्रिया. अल्लाह हाफ़िज़ नासिर.